Hello, Eagles. Welcome to the session 4 of our literacy talk brought to you by EasyCat Library and Information Center. Again, this is Miss Jessica Cristobal, your school librarian. For this session, we're gonna learn about digital literacy skills. Just a short background lang no, about the history of digital literacy. It started in 1950s, wherein early foundations of the concept of digital literacy can be tracked. So when we say 1950s, most likely this was mid 20th century. So in the year 1950s to 1960s, computers were primarily used by scientists, engineers, and government institution. Okay, but in after um 20 years in 1980s to 1990s, that's when the time that personal computer um uh um uh personal computers were must say um uh introduced, no? So to the schools and workplaces. Yan. So some schools and workplaces started incorporating computer skills, no? Kasi akala ko nga nung high school lang ako nagkaroon ng high personal computer. So that's way back 2009. Pero 1980s pala to 1990s. No, pe- people got to experience using personal computers na. So 2000s, in the year 2000s, to most probably up to 2010, no, 15. So major shift in digital literacy with the growth of search engines like yung mga Google, Yahoo, no, even the presence of social media and other online communication tools now were introduced. Okay, so that's the year 2000s. And 2020s to present, the era of AI or the artificial intelligence and advanced digital skills, happened already. So, this will be the focus of today's literacy talk. Um, Not only I must say today, but in the upcoming sessions as well. Okay, so, when we say digital literacy, so the 21st century has redefined digital literacy and it has broadened its perspective to include other aspects of the 21st context. So before kasi digital literacy lang talaga. Walang parang mga other aspects, no, but since nasa 21st century na tayo, these literacies may already include literacy or the digital literacy, media literacy, arts and creativity literacy, even financial literacy, no, and multicultural literacy or the global understanding. And when we say literacy or digital literacies, this is when uh, or I should say, individuals should have the capabilities to be able to effectively and responsibly function and perform in a digital society, no? And the term here, digital literacy pala, for your information, was coined by Paul Gilster in 1997, and it came from the discussion of the concept on these four. So visual literacy, no, when images and non-verbal symbols try to capture the knowledge, technological literacy, requiring one to be able to use technology. While computer literacy in 1980s, as I have mentioned, started to become a household. Then lastly is information literacy, which refers to the finding, evaluating, using, and sharing of information. So initially, this has been have been the definition of digital literacy. But nowadays, now in the 21st century, digital literacies have something to do with your learning skills, digital scholarship, media literacy, information literacy, and even the ICT literacy, communications and collaboration, identity management. So no, hindi lang as okay, sige. To sum up muna, no, digital literacy, in other words, uh, our ability to effectively and responsibly use digital technologies, tool resources to access, evaluate, and communicate information. So, paano natin to, itong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 na to, na may kinalaman sa digital literacy, paano tayo magiging effective and responsible in navigating this literacy. So ito yung pag-uusapan natin ngayon. No? And for me, no, this the definition of digital literacy has expanded for a main purpose, I guess. And that is because nowadays I'm pretty sure that you are very much aware of and you are already participating in with the evolution of social media and technology. So lumalawak na sila, no? And uh, para mas maging responsible uh, digital literate tayo, kailangan nating matutunan, no? At ma-practice yung proper usage, proper navigation, no? Even the fact-checking through digital literacy. So let's define first what media literacy is, no? So it says here one's ability to critically read information or content and utilize multimedia is creatively producing communication. So here, it is how we understand and analyze digital content, including what? Including sorry, including news, social media, multimedia. Therefore, Eagles media literacy entails effective comprehension and critical thinking skill. No, so those skills will be mentioned in the next slide. So let's proceed to information literacy. So when we say information literacy naman, kung kanina media literacy is ability to critically read information, and utilize multimedia here. Information literacy means locating information from the web and interpreting while evaluating its validity in order that it can be shared. So when we say information literacy, definitely guys, information literacy begins by visiting your library. No, kasi when we get to utilize the physical collections, when we get to correctly locate information, books, no? Definitely everything will follow. Ganun din tayo magiging ka-effective on how we locate information from the web using computers. Si ICT literacy naman, it is knowing how to select and use digital devices, applications, or services to accomplish tasks requiring the use of input. For me as a librarian, this is the most, I guess, crucial literacy that students should look into, especially with regard to selecting and using applications and even website for your what research needs or assignment. Kasi ako, yes, there's nothing wrong about consulting to Google or any other websites, but as sana mas mas gumagamit tayo ng mga physical books or references for our research. Because guys, iba pa rin yung from the book, no? Pero but again, I don't disregard the use of Google because I myself nag-Google rin ako. I use different websites. It's just a matter of what determining and being able to identify which websites are good or right for your uh, academic needs. Kasi believe me guys, not all websites are legit. No, not all online resources are accurate, no? So sana in through this literacy talk, we'll go uh, one by one, no? This is mga literacy, but this session lang is just about an introduction about different kinds of digital literacy. So again, ICT is knowing how to select and use digital devices, applications, and services using the internet. So the next skill is your learning skills. So these are ways of knowing how to study and learn in a technology enriched environment. So this is knowing how to utilize technology and addressing the need to learn efficiently. So kung napapansin nyo, digital literacy is about what? Engaging. It is about knowing how to use what the digital or technological concept, no, of using internet. And I believe learning skills should also apply to all sorts of yung katulad ng media literacy, ICT, no? And para mas magkaroon kayo ng idea on how to be efficient, no, uh, uh, in applying those skills or in um how do I say this? In evaluating information, no, in the your ability to critically read information and using devices, I would like you to learn the 4 C's of the 21st century skills. Okay? The 4 C's. So, yung mga skills that I'll be mentioning in the next slides would start from letter, let's see. So the first C is critical thinking. So when we say critical thinking, Eagles, it is learning how to solve problems. Kayo ba, in your age, would you consider na you already know how to solve problems? It teaches students not to accept immediately claims without seeking not to accept immediately. Sorry, this na-typo ko siya, no? It teaches students not to accept immediately claims without seeking the truth. It is the ability to differentiate facts from opinions. Yes. And not only as learn a set of facts or figures, but also discover this for the sake of knowing what ought to be. So when we say critical thinking, don't worry guys, no, I won't be requiring you to learn this immediately. No, this is the purpose naman of literacy talk. Para you have an idea how you can learn these skills and yung pagiging critical thinking talaga guys, especially nowadays, no, na ang daming mga pwedeng mag-influence on how we think, on how we express our opinion, on how we cite information, but please be a critical thinker. No, don't immediately claim, no, without what? Seeking the truth, no? So a good example here is, for example, I mean, a good example is that um you have a research on particular topic or this applies to mga senior high, no? Those who are um, doing their research already. So, sana you get to write your research um, uh, by at least seeking different types of resources. 'Di ba? We already discussed the secondary, primary. So don't just stick into one kind of reference. No? Kung may book ka, it is also good to seek journals, no? Pwede rin yung mga online news. Ayan. Para then you have uh, you are able to differentiate facts from opinions. Okay? And then when we say bakit nga ba importante ang critical thinking? Definitely, it helps improve decision making. It enhances problem solving ability. It also refines your research skills, as I have mentioned earlier. It polishes definitely your creativity and it stimulates curiosity. No? So, bakit siya critical? Hindi ito yung critical na parang 50-50 guys ha. Okay? So, pero siguro puwede rin na dapat 50-50 ka sa, decision making mo, 'no? In other words, guys, kaya siya thinking, 'di ba? When we are thinking of something or some thoughts, 'di ba, we use what? We don't use just our heart, but we should use better our minds or brain. Okay? That's why those are the importance or significance of critical thinking. Okay. So parang may formula daw dito sa pagiging critical thinker, no? So may problem, no? So kapag may problema tayo, the first thing that we do is to think about the what. Wag muna yung solutions, no? Siyempre yung thinking is saan nagmula, bakit 'to nangyari, no? Sino kaya yung mga puwede mong, lapitan, no? Or sino yung mga puwede mong, or ano pala, ano yung mga puwede mong, gawing supporting references, no, to prove or to solve your problems. Then, that's when the time that you arrive to what? Some solutions, some effective and good solutions, no? So, meaning to say, guys, if there's this specific problem, huwag niyo lang siyang isipin, no? Definitely, every problem has its solution. Okay? Just be a good critical thinker. Then the next C would be creativity. Eto minsan naco-confuse tayo kasi 'pag sinabing creative dapat ano, artistics 'no. So, creativity requires so many, qualities then 'no, and effort. So, it requires students to think out of the box and to take pride in what is uniquely theirs. It means that, you will be able to look at a problem from multiple perspectives, including purpose multiple possibilities and alternatives to address a problem, and they need to take calculated risk. So here guys, as I have said, hindi lang yung creative ka sa designs, no? Hindi ka lang creative sa coming up with an idea, but there should be uniqueness and there should be something new dun sa mapoproduce mo. For example, sa project mo, no? So, think of something that uh, would make it stand out. Yeah, stand out. And that would make it beneficial to others. Yan. And kung bakit siya essential ngayong napapanahon, 'no? Do you get what I mean? Don't just be creative, dun sa magiging physical, output, but also think creatively on how it could, um, uh, make an impact to the society, 'no? And Yan. So, creativity entails yan imagination, no, empathy, innovation, and kapag you have this all, you would what? You would produce a value creation. And then the next skill, no, for you for us 21st century learners would be communication. Siguro kung dadagdagan ko 'to, dapat hindi lang siya communication, dapat meron 'tong effective or good communication. Because communication makes students express their ideas in the clearest and organized manner through varied mode varied modes, face-to-face, technologically mediated, blended medium. So you need to know how to efficiently and clearly convey ideas. Okay, so Eagles, when we say communication or yung communication skill, hindi lang ito yung you being polite, hindi lang ito yung you being fluent, no? Or yung articulate. Okay? Kasi minsan parang, oh, she's such a good communicator because she speaks so good, she speaks so soft, she speaks so convincing. So, other than that, guys, this is how you could express, no? Express your ideas in an organized manner. Kahit face-to-face pa yan, or chat, or through letter, no? Um, Believe me, hindi ito natututunan in just a semester, no? Kasi even I myself, kahit 10 years na ako nagwo-work, communications, I mean, um, molding your communication skill is really a continuous process, no? Kasi it really depends it really depends on who you are talking to, on what you are dealing with, on even on what would you like to um discuss about, yan, or kung ano yung purpose mo, no? So, nagvo-vary talaga siya. Minsan, we're good communicator, minsan, we're such a not so good communicator. So, please, Eagles, maybe before you get to enhance your critical thinking and yung creativity skills, mas mag-focus kayo dito kasi I believe na when you have a good communication skill, no, you could be better sa iba pang skills. No? So we have here top communication skills. So this is, yan, yung active listening, communication method, yan, friendliness, confidence, yan, your ability to share feedback, no? Even the volume and clarity, no? These are essentials sa good communication skill. The empathy, no? Respect, and responsiveness. So you see, kaya sabi ko medyo ito yung mahirap and challenging, no, to improve. Cause yan, from active listening to responsiveness, yan yung kailangan is we have to acquire and embody and learn. No? And ang dami ding types of communication. So, nandiyan yung verbal. So, when we say verbal is may yan yung exchanging ideas, no, sharing your voicing out your opinion, no. Listening is also type of communication because why you cannot respond uh effectively or correctly without what? Active listening, no? Because minsan we just hear words, we just hear opinions, but actually we don't listen. Magkaiba yun. Visual communication, ayan, yung paano natin ini-interpret yung mga slides, presentation, yung mga infographics, no? Minsan, kasi especially yung ibang workplace, no, they don't use verbal communication, more of visual communication. Yan, yung mga non-verbal communication. So when we say non-verbal communication, these are the gestures, yung mga proper gestures and manners. Uh, um, Then of course, yung written communication is also a must to learn. No, especially, I think ngayong students kayo, you get to try this written communication. So yeah, these are all important. Dapat walang, oh, good ako sa verbal communication, pero sa written hindi. No, I'm not saying you should master all, but at least you get to, practice, learning. Yan. And then the last C that we have would be collaboration. So when we say collaboration, it says here that eventually when you leave school, you would definitely see the need to know how to collaborate with others. No, in order for them to accomplish, for you guys to accomplish a job, and you have prepared them for it. In other words, collaboration teaches students that groups can create something bigger and better that uh, you can on your own. Okay, so take this from me, Eagles. Kung ngayong students kayo, um, I know you have individual uh, work project. You also have group project or group discussion. No, so if you are a good leader, if you are effective follower, then kapag ka may work na kayo, hindi kayo mahihirapan dito sa collaboration. Believe me, itong mga pinapagawa ng mga teachers nyo na group project, group work, no, group presentation, these are just a training ground para maging good collaborators kayo. No? So if you see yourself na hindi ka effective in working as a group, please, as early as now, learn to to work with your group mates effectively, learn to listen to their opinions, learn to express your ideas, and most especially, learn to socialize. Kasi, Eagles, kapag may trabaho na kayo, you don't work, kahit na kamo yung work mo pang introvert, kahit na kamo yung magiging future job mo is parang one-man job, no, you still have to collaborate with others, with other department, with other company, with other with other workmates or colleagues, no? So, this is also, I think si collaboration is, and communication, lagi itong magkasama dapat, no? Si collaboration and communication. So, please guys, as early as now, enhance, learn to collaborate, learn to communicate effectively and efficiently. No? Because if as you can see here, collaboration is what? Supporting others, sharing ideas with others, no, assisting, no, it's like extending your helping hands, no, and collaboration is what is the key to a good teamwork, no? Para, your team would achieve success, no? You become an inspiration. And of course, kapag good collaborators ka, you earn what? The trust of others, no? Yan. So, these are the significance of collaboration. Yan. So, meron lang akong example dito, no? So, example of collaboration skills. So, if you already try this, or if you happen to experience these kinds of interaction, no, then definitely you have a good collaboration skill. So if you have or if you can facilitate group discussion, no, if you work hard to fulfill obligations to the team, no, if you ask for help. Eto minsan ha, I notice, I'm so sorry sa mga Gen Z or lower, but or other millennials, but you know what, Eagles, asking for help is doesn't make you what? That doesn't make you look like, oh, she's weak, oh, you're so, ano naman, dependent. So, kahit sa school, kahit sa workplace, even sa house, no, asking for help is what is needed. Asking for help is a must, I guess. Asking for help makes you what? Better, no? Kasi when we ask for help, that means you are accepting what? You're accepting ideas, no? The ideas, you're accepting opinions, no? Basically, na hindi mo kaya lahat. No, na there's no man na working for, one uh, project, no? So, wag kayong magsasarili na kaya mo lahat, ganyan. And then meeting deadlines for individual contribution. So when we say meeting deadlines, not literally you're meeting the deadline, but I mean, sorry, you're not beating the deadline. No, so that's those two are different. Meeting deadlines and beating the deadline. So please meet deadlines as much as possible on or before, no, the deadline. Then of course your openness to new ideas about how to proceed. Okay? Because again, um, ah, hindi tayo magtatrabaho, hindi kayo nag-aaral para alam niyo yun, na parang alam niyo na lahat, 'no? Siyempre we all need collaborators and we all need collaboration. Yan. So again, guys, just to sum up, these are the 21st century skills, the 4 Cs, no? Communication, which sharing thoughts, questioning ideas, questions, ideas, and solution. Collaboration, working together to reach goal. Critical thinking, looking at problems in a new way. And lastly, creativity, which you try new approaches to get things done. Okay? So, yeah. In the last part of this session, I would like to give you um an information lang, no, on how you can differentiate digital literacy skills from digital literacy. No? So when we say digital skills, this is about sending an email or text, no? You can use Microsoft Office effectively, Google, no? Pero magiging digital literate kayo once when, no? You're able to evaluate appropriate digital channel. Yan, you're able to identify the benefits and drawbacks of each digital tool, and you're able to evaluate critically which tool is most effective for the project. So, yung skill, guys, is, yeah, you know how to, no? Yung literacy is you what you evaluate, you identify, parang think before you click, no? Kasi si skill parang, okay, click, click, I know how to navigate, ganyan. While kapag digital literate tayo, we can assess, no, the proper use, we can evaluate the appropriateness of specific or particular digital channels. Yan. Another digital skill is yan, tweeting, posting Facebook, uploading. Yan, mga skill na yan na meron tayo. Researching from the web. So, when does it make you a digital literate? So, yan, we're able to navigate social media safely, no? Without causing harm to others, without experiencing yung mga scam, yung mga reports, blocks, ganyan. We're able to identify hate propaganda and fake news. Naku, ngayon ay ang daming mga Facebook page na nagpapakalat ng mga tsismis, 'no? Hindi na yung mga educational, even about celebrities, 'di ba? About vloggers. So please guys, um before kayo mapaniwala 'yan na tama yun na, "Oh my gosh, ganito siya." Please do search, more references na legit, no? Or sites na legit. Then, evaluate the information online. Yan, is the site legitimate? Yung sinasabi ko. Is the author an expert? Is the information current or dated? Katulad nung parang mga video na nagbalikan na daw si Katniel, 'di ba? Yung pala, 3 years ago na yung video. So, something like that. Then, is the idea neutral or bias? Ayan, aside from fake news, ang dami ring mga bias information that you could actually find or read sa social media and other social media platforms. Yan. So to end this digital literacy stuff or discussion, I would like to leave you with a good quote from Robert Greene or Greene. So he says, "The future belongs the future belongs to those who learn more skills and combine them in creative way." So hopefully, Eagles, through this session, no, you would start to learn more skills and practice them daily, no, in your daily life, in your as a student, and hopefully in the future as professional. So that's it, guys. And thank you for listening and watching. I'll see you again virtually or in person. Take care. Bye.